off today, I'm Tyler Matanani and welcome to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. There's a growing list of case reports on patients who caught COVID, recovered, but have continued to experience effects such as fatigue and brain fog. Some people have even reported having their taste buds never return back to normal and having a weakened tolerance to physical activity. In this health check, we speak with Dr. Annette David to find out why this is and if there are any efforts to resolve or understand the complexity of long-term COVID.
Health Check is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Thinking that COVID has this propensity to attack the nervous system. And again, part of the nervous system are your sensory organs, like your taste buds. So this is, I think, more evidence about this virus's tenacity in our bodies, which is a really good argument for preventing the infection rather than getting it and relying on a quick recovery. Because what we've seen is many people don't have that quick recovery. I'm part of a study now that's it's called the Detect Guam study. And what we're doing is trying to recruit people who wear Fitbits and Apple Watches, things that automatically collect health information from you, and get this into a national database of over 39,000 participants. Well, this national study has found that people who've had COVID, your heart rate, it's very regular. In general, your heart rate will vary only about 1 to 3 beats per minute. And what they found out is people who've had COVID, the heart rates remain elevated for as much as 6 months after supposedly recovering. And that's an indication that this virus messes up your nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, which controls things like heartbeat and breathing. So there appears to be a long-term impact on that. We've seen all ages of patients getting COVID, so there's no age that is really 100% protected. That being said, a lot of the deaths have happened in the elderly, in part because as you age, your immune function deteriorates, but also as you get older, you tend to have a lot more of the comorbidities like the diabetes or cancer or heart disease that put you at increased risk for severe outcomes. But nobody is really protected. You see patients who are babies, in the pediatric units, as well as elderly people. This is a completely new virus, and we have no prior experience, no prior clinical guidelines, and no prior database to go by. So we are learning as we are going. And I think the key takeaway is really you want to avoid getting this virus rather than having to deal with its long-term effects. We are still looking at what potential therapeutics we can employ to help people with long COVID, but that is, I think, something that is not going to be determined anytime soon.
Health Check is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Dr. David says prevention is better than the cure, especially when there is no current cure. We'll be back with more Health, Home, and Lifestyle after the break.